YouTube homepage.
Why are you smelling like that, dude?
I thought it was an appropriate introduction.
Okay, so this is our magical girl video. Not like anyone knows what that means, but basically we chose a music genre that like represents what we listen to or what we like or just some sort of aesthetic we like. And we made magical girl designs based after them. Mine is a Broadway musical thing. What's it?
Mine's like mostly inspired by like hyperpop, but also just generally kind of like quote unquote weirder music, like Jack Stauber, that kind of that type of beat.
Emo!
I feel like we're doing like a presentation in front of class. Like I don't know why I introduced mine like that.
Hey, chat,
Should we say our
names
or like should we say our names? I mean, I don't know. All right. I'm Penelope. That's the username anyway. If I get referred to by Alex, that's also cool.
I'm Emily. Hello.
Oh.
Wowie zowie.
I'm Kayla. I'll just go with that. And then we'll probably have Analía later. You'll see her art, but she isn't here with us to record, sadly.
Yeah, rip. Analia dead. Nothing has been the same since she died. Sorry to break the news right now. It's pretty bad.
I gotta call her right away and tell her that she's dead.
Alright, here's the transition to show you our speed paints. Bye-bye!
Okay, so...
It's magic girl time.
My magical girl time. So my whole idea was Broadway musical stuff because I don't listen to music and I only listen to Disney until Olivia Rodrigo dropped that Guts album that changed my entire life. So like I was trying for I searched up like Broadway musical, but it looked like a clown. It looked like clowns, guys.
I mean, yeah, that's what those stereotypical theater masks do look like. They look like clowns.
And I liked the idea of the mask, and I liked a lot of the elements, like the whatever this patterning on the legs are, and the mallet thing, but it looks like a clown.
Right.
And so I don't like clowns. But I like the mask idea, so then I kept the mask idea and just like added elements I did like, which are like the red curtains and stuff, and golden tassels. But the mask is basically supposed to be the power. Like the magical power is manipulation of some sort, where it's like 10 out of 10 charisma sort of thing.
Oh, sick.
So like when it's like the happy mask in this thing, it's like you have tons of charisma, you bring people's moods up, you can like gains trust, yeah. And then like for this one, which is more closer to the actual design, we're on this different side now.
Right.
It's like the sad mask, and the sad mask is like where you can gaslight people and like guilt trip them. It's like
such a girl boss.
I'm so sad, guys. It's because it's like Broadway musical. It's like acting.
Right, yeah. So it's like that's actually like super cool. I really love these ideas, and also like all these different like concept sketches that you've done that you're showing us. We'll throw them up on screen, in editing. I was trying really hard not to say it, but yeah, I really like it. I especially like how you've incorporated a lot of like red curtain like motifs in the art. Like, especially in the hair, I think that's just really cool.
Well, it became way more cohesive than originally I thought it would be because of that ugly clown mess at the start. But I'm glad it worked out. I think it's the colors that definitely fixed them. Unfortunately, I changed my entire art style in between this drawing and the next one you're gonna see because I have my. But all
of your art looks good anyway. So it's like.
Okay, so as reference, we're recording this in December, but we made this like in August.
Oh my goodness! I love the hammer.
Yeah,
the hammer!
Yeah, I feel like hammer is definitely your, because you like the big mallet or the
bat, baseball
bat.
Yeah.
We actually all chose weapons that we could just whack people with.
Just blunt objects.
Epic. Yeah, blunt force trauma.
That works well for a magical girl team, though, because that's like the whole cohesive weapon kind of thing.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't even decide to be cohesive at all.
It just happened that way.
On accident.
We're too good at this.
Well, I don't think, based on what I've seen of your guys' stuff, because I'm the only one that didn't reveal anything beforehand. Like, I don't think our team would be very cohesive at all. They don't look similar. This does not look similar to anything that I've seen you guys make. At the bottom right, you can see that's just like guilt trippy sort of situation. I tried to make it portray how the character is using the power of the mask right there. And then with the middle one, the one that's taking up all the focus, It's just like an action pose, like a generic action pose. And yeah, you can see how the art style completely changes. I like it more though, and it's not on model completely, but it's still with the design, so I think it
That's
works
right.
out.
Wait until we get to mine, bro.
I like your Shadow the Hedgehog hair.
Bruh, I didn't even think about that. That was not on purpose. It was more like the curtain sort of thing. And also the bottom left is like spinning, because like, you know how like sometimes in Broadway musicals they have a spinning platform?
Yeah.
I was thinking like, you know those shoes that kids wear with the spinnies on the bottom?
Oh my gosh, that's like a
where you
Heelys?
can spin. No, it's not like a Heely, but it's kind of similar. It's like if a Heely was horizontal and you just spun around.
Spin.
I actually had that in elementary school. I don't know what else to say. I guess it's like a lot of tassels, a lot of gold, a lot of like diamond. Like that was kind of, the diamond thing was kind of the main thing I took from the original clown.
May I ask what other kinds of like powers does she have?
I think that's it.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, it's just mostly a manipulation thing. But I feel like she wouldn't be like a strength sort of. Oh my god. I feel like my character would be more like a stealth, not like stealth, but like speedy, like
Right.
character, not like a blunt attack. I know it has a blunt weapon, but it's like more for aesthetics, to be honest.
Right, yeah. I see what you mean though, kind of like sneaky, but like in a theatrical way? I don't know.
We're making
I'm
up
on the
new
same
powers.
wavelength. I just am bad at explaining this specifically for some reason.
Or it could be like the sort of character that is like so overly confident and like show offy and like attacks people and is like, haha, you can't get me. Like,
Sonic the Hedgehog style.
Caves your head in.
Tee.
Just girly things.
No, that is so Sonic the Hedgehog, actually. Like, specifically Sonic Boom Sonic from the show, not the
Sonic
not the
Boom.
games.
Sonic Boom show goes exceptionally hard.
Okay, yeah, that is basically it.
Alright, sick. So basically, I was like, yo, we're doing this magical girl challenge thing. Gotta use my persona, the Penelope lad, just the little creature, and I was like, you know, I don't really like vibe with a lot of the more traditional like magical girl stuff. So it's like I gotta take inspo, and I was like, yo, what if I used it more of like kind of a wizardy way? I just felt it like worked better. A big inspiration was Adventure Time wizards. Because,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
yeah,
Game
'cause, like,
Game Adventure Time.
Cause they have like this piece of lore that's like all wizards have like some kind of mix of madness and sadness, and I'm like, well, that kind of just like me for real. Anyway, I mean that's also kind of like why Penelope is designed the way that she is. So
Wait, can you repeat like what your genre is?
probably like hyperpop, I'd say, 100
Hyperpop.
gecs type thing, that kind of like yelly, screamy sound.
I guess this is like kind of almost weird music in general. It's like Lemon Demon. and stuff
Right,
like that.
yeah. I feel like hyperpop is like the peak of that. Pretty much looks like Penelope, but she has like she's more scruffy. She's like buffer a bit. She's kind of like if she were on like roids, like steroids and stuff. You know, a bit like fatter, a bit more muscular. And also her hair at the top is a lot more like long, fluffy. I took inspiration from specifically Adventure Time wizard drips because they have the worst outfits imaginable, like the most fucked up, like ugliest shit you could possibly imagine. And I was like, she has a visor, and that is kind of a reference to Penelope's first design where she was more like cyberpunk themed. So she had like these kind of like cybernetic glasses that like kind of go up, down. It's just kind of like a small reference to that. It's also a reference to the fact that I do wear like glasses outside. They're up there. The like yellow ones, yeah.
Yeah, don't you wear that like when you're biking and stuff?
Yeah, like if it's bright outside, because I find it easier on the eyes. So it's kind of a reference to that too. Penelope in general does have big teeth. That's not really like a different thing. Another reference to like Adventure Time wizards is a lot of them have like white eyes or white pupils. So I like wanted to show that whenever she's in like a manic or depressed state, like the majority of the pupil is white. And then when she's kind of like in between oscillations, like here, you know, kind of like coming to lucidity, it's like mostly black pupils. Yeah, she's generally like very fluffy and stuff. And also what I thought would like cause her to be a magical girl is that she finds like this locket, this like heart-shaped locket on her that's now on her collar, and she's like, yo, cool accessory. So she puts it on, and it's like curse of binding, I guess. So she can't take it off, and that's like what causes the madness and sadness, or at least like heightens it. So she spends like most of her time trying to find like the key for it, because it can't be removed by like any physical methods. It has to be like a specific key. So she's like going around looking for it. And there's her iconic bat. Oh yeah, that's me doing some reference, so I could draw her holding a bat correctly. I was like, what if she has her iconic bat, but like now it has a bunch of spikes and shit in it? She also wears a backpack, because you can't catch me outside without my inventory slots. I wear a backpack. She has like pouches on her belt and stuff, because she wears a belt. So that's also like where she can just store little trinkets and shit.
I feel like it's like way more actually useful stuff.
Yeah. I guess it's just because like I like having useful like objects with me. I thought this was funny. She also has like, more scruffy whiskers. Her claws are usually out. And generally her powers are just, I kind of silly. I have a bat, and she can do like some other like spell casting stuff. Just kind of like general.
So like,
spell
is she
casting.
like a wizard like from Adventure Time with like the same?
She's inspired by it. I don't know if I would. Like, I feel like she would fit in. That's kind of where most of the inspiration came from.
So she has, like, wizardy powers?
Pretty much, yeah. Like, generic wizardy powers, but I didn't really flesh that out too much because I didn't care that much. I tried really hard multiple times to create, like, a proper reference sheet, but it never came. I couldn't do it, so I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, we just I think this shows enough of, like, the vibe, though.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah.
It's not like hard, fast rules sort of situation we're doing anyway.
You did a lot of sketches.
Yeah,
I did. I did a lot of sketches. I had quite a bit of fun with it, so... do you guys have any questions? I don't
Thanks
know.
for tuning in, chat.
Chat, is this real? Penelope off medication.
So, like, what would you say, like, the role in the team would be?
I guess I was just thinking, like... funny blunt force trauma, just, I don't know. I mean, in general, Penelope does have a bat. It's a steel bat. It's just kind of for the vibe.
If we think of this as like, I don't know, attack, defense, HP, speed, or something like that, what would you describe Penelope as?
Definitely pretty strong and solid at attack. Fairly fast, but like, not like super agile or like nimble. And just kind of generally like more... Like, less subtle, yeah.
Not like Emily's, where more subtle and fast.
Right, yeah.
That will help balance out the group if it actually is a magical girl team. Though, I feel like your character, like, Penelope here is, like, it looks so unique and, like, could hold up, like, having, like, just an individual team. Like, not have other
Right, yeah.
characters.
I guess that's what I was thinking when I created it before I realized it had, like, be a team, but I feel like she could make do. She's just looking for the magic key that can like, open up the magic lock on her necklace.
Well, help
on a necklace on her
lore.
collar.
Like a chaotic neutral kind of character.
Kinda, yeah.
I
like,
mean, she's a really interesting character for the dynamic, though.
Like, she is nice. She just also is like, yo, I can't understand what's going on, help! Which is, like, well, relatable. She kind of silly. Anyway, that is all of Penelope's stuff.
Yay!
Yay! Yippee!
Yippee! Super wowie zowie.
Very wowie zowie. Alright, thank you for listening to my news. Alright.
So I'm actually going to start off with showing you all of the rejected concepts.
Yes, I want to see the rejected concepts!
Oh my god, doing this sucked, because...
Alright, first off, I don't know anything about magical girls, so this was just a struggle to do because I don't know magical girl mechanics.
For real. That's why I stole from Adventure Time. Yeah. I was like, yo, this kind of works better for me.
And
I
also
think
because I usually just say my genre of music is rock. Spotify says my top genre was POV indie, whatever the hell that is.
They all say indie.
Okay, yeah, Spotify is just awful. They're awful at categorizing music. You guys always say my music taste is emo. so I was like, okay, well,
Shadow the Hedgehog.
You actually see a lot of the Shadow inspiration in the first drafts right here. I had the Shadow hair going on.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That was one of the concepts that I couldn't get right, so I ended up rejecting it. Barely any of these design concepts ended up
in the final draft. These first designs, they were a lot more inspired by the actual music I listened to. You can see I cut off the album covers on the left. You know, a lot of these stuff just didn't survive to the final draft. Goodbye, shadow hair. This was the last draft concept that I sent to you guys. You see, I still have the shadow hair.
I remember that, yeah.
It's a bit more refined. I think I was like going to use this as the final design, and then just like a couple days later I was looking at it, it's like, I don't like it anymore.
So what in specific did you not really like about it?
I don't know, I just didn't like it. I think it was because it was too busy, and you also just didn't get the quote-unquote emo vibe from it. So these were like the second to last final drafts. There's obviously more of an emo vibe here.
Why is there like, it's like you didn't tell the third one like what they were gonna wear? Like,
okay, so I will explain that later. So with this final design, I definitely leaned really hard into the quote-unquote that emo aspect. So you got, you know, stripes, you got studs, you got chains, you got the weird hand glove things that I know a lot of emo kids wore.
Yes.
And, you know, they're basically useless because they only cover your palm.
Right.
And of course the hair. The hair was the biggest part. If you
it looks like, so. It has the scene kind of like style, the like really fluffy like emo version. Yes.
Like the bangs. I feel like the emo bangs are like one of the most iconic things of the emo subculture.
Oh, they totally are.
Also, so when you saw in a lot of my old concepts, I had the skirt going on because the skirt's kind of the classic
like magic girl thing.
I could not get it to work because a lot of emo kids don't wear skirts at all. It's like tight, skinny jeans. So it's like, oh, well, I can't do a skirt. What else could I do?
Right.
I ended up on this sort of like,
flare.
yeah, I don't know what to call this, but I ended with this.
It's really cool. It's kind of reminds you of like a coat, but it's like
a marching band kind of coat.
Yeah, like it looks really cool. I think that was the correct choice.
Yeah, that also gets into the more specific musical interests. Michael Romance.
Michael Romance.
Oh my god! Whoa! But they're basically, when you think emo music, they're basically the face of emo music. Not because they are emo, but because of association. I'll get into that later. I incorporated a lot of My Chemical Romance influence of this. There was like marching band stripes from their most famous album, The Black Parade. I got like the red and black color scheme from Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. It's actually more of a navy blue because I felt like pure black was just not enough. Did not scream magical girl, so I got rid of that. You saw in the old concept, I wanted to include more albums. And that was my problem, because including more albums just made it more busy.
Right.
And it looked awful, so I got rid of it. So you see as I'm doing the boots, my old drafts had like those really tall Converse boots, because those were a huge thing.
No, but they look better now. I feel like it fits the style better.
Yeah.
Right. It also works more in like a magical girl sense, because they wear like the really long boots usually.
Yeah.
Looks less like an emo teenager and more like an emo magical girl.
Yeah!
So you see, I have the mace as a weapon. I originally had the baseball bat or softball bat because I played softball. I figured I might as well just put it in there.
Right.
I didn't want to step on Penelope's toes, so I got rid of it. So with the mace, you just kind of swing that around like a baseball bat. So back when I was saying, like, I had the baseball bat going on, so I said you could kind of swing it around like a baseball bat, but I was also thinking of the physics of having a heavy-ass mace fall at the end. It would probably lead to some,
injuries, like back injuries?
Just not knowing how physics works.
Right.
So you see that in tiny little sketches of me losing control.
Right.
I mean, maces were like a real weapon, and I think they still are in some places at least. So
I also have
it wouldn't be physically impossible, especially if you're a magical girl. You know, then it's like hee hee.
I also have the chain magically changing length because I figured I could get range out of that, and also that has a more magical aspect of it.
Right, yeah.
Speaking of magic, because I don't know much about magical girls, I didn't give her any magical powers.
That's okay.
That's alright. But it also like makes sense in like universe of this character.
With the team.
Yeah.
I get to be the range.
You get to be the range attack!
We did need one of those.
Even though my music taste, I went for the emo route, a lot of my music taste isn't emo. So I have like a more mature design for when the magical when it ages up.
Yo!
I guess.
Bro, it looks so cool.
So this is more reflective. I would consider this more reflective on my music taste in
Right.
general. So
Dude.
More bright colors, more sparkles, just more fun.
Dude, that is
Because
like
emo people don't
so
know how to
cool.
have fun. So this was, I guess this is also a bit more reflective of my old designs, because the old designs had more
like sparkles and stuff.
sparkles, more colors, because they were influenced by more albums. And I was actually having trouble with that in the first place, but then I figured out how to get it to work in the end, so I made the more, I guess, older design.
They're so, like, uniquely their own, but also, like, they are obviously, like, similar. And
It's like a Pokemon
cohesive.
evolution. Yeah.
I actually tried to make a ref sheet of this, and it was not working out, so I just
Hey!
I just made a nice illustration instead.
It looks really,
I should
really
have
tight.
gave up, too.
Okay, let's see if I actually remember anything about the process. I chose glam rock as my music genre because I just wanted to draw someone dressed like David Bowie. As you can see, the pose was also stolen from David Bowie. The outfit is modified but stolen from David Bowie. I feel like I need to clarify, as I said here, this is not related to Five Nights at Freddy. I know if you Google glam rock, the first thing that shows up is glam rock Freddy. No, I'm far more annoying. I'm worse than that.
Sorry.
The hair.
Sorry, it's us. Okay, keep
No, this is funny to have in the middle.
Sorry, I love this so much. Alright, very slay. I will be quiet again.
Trying to think of what types of powers she would have. I didn't really think that far ahead.
I guess sorry to interrupt again. I guess because like when I look at it, I think of gymnasts, so I feel like they would be really good at that.
I was thinking kind of shapeshifty powers specifically because she's inspired by David Bowie and because he's known throughout his career for constantly like completely transforming his image and overhauling his just genre and everything.
It's actually super epic. That's a cool ass superpower.
Yeah, she would be a shapeshifter.
Did you have any other influences other than David Bowie?
The general vibe was just kind of inspired by like stereotypical magical girl.
I don't really know anything about glam rock, so like if you have any insight on what it even is, I would be very appreciative.
Glam rock is a music genre that showed up in the early 70s. It was pioneered by musicians such as David Bowie as well as the band T.Rex with its lead singer Mark Bolan, and it ended up influencing a lot of later genres, especially punk. And glam rock was characterized by like a very flamboyant, flashy style of dress.
It's like rock if it were like gayer.
Literally, that's exactly what it is. Lots of androgyny, lots of bisexual lead singers.
Because
a lot of musicians were kind of, as fun as all like the tra-la-la hippie, let's all get together and live under the trees stuff is wonderful as that is. People got sick of that eventually, so now it's like, why can't we just be kind of trashy? Why can't we just be sparkly?
Wait, I have a question. So while we were talking about our own magical girls, we kind of like implemented the idea of a role in the magical girl group or like their personalities or how they would fight. Do you have any like ideas about that?
She is chaotic, probably impulsive, flashy, flamboyant.
Man, we have two of those. We're gonna be the best team.
No one in this magical group is mentally alright in the head.
I mean, that adds to the fun of it. Yeah, and I guess, if you want to be
related
more period accurate, then she'd probably be out of her mind on a variety of different substances. But we're gonna say she's special, and she's
ours
just like that naturally.
Wait, ours are very similar. I like to think that while yours gets it externally, mine is like comes from intern. Let's see, we've got gaslight gatekeep girl boss, that's Emily's. We've got bipolar disorder, that's mine. We've got substance abuse, that's yours. And then Kayla's is like depression and emo. Guys, we did it. We made a magical girl team, but they're all mentally ill.
Just like us for real.
I don't know, mine kind of slays. Like, just is slay. The epitome of
slay
slay.
and be mentally ill.
No, I didn't
know.
say that you couldn't. That's not what I meant. Like, that's like gatekeep girl boss, bro. I think mine needs more mental illness, like a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that if you're at it, that is...
What if yours has like an identity crisis?
Oh, my AirPods are dying.
Just feels very uniquely Analía.
Guys, can I like derail here?
Don't you dare talk about Branch.
I'm not. So like, if you think about it, the only genre from ours that was in the Trolls 2 movie was
No! Stop!
I'm killing you! I'm gonna fill a sock with wet tuna. I'm gonna whack you on the head.
When you say completely derail, you weren't lying, man. Dude, we're fucking up Analia's legacy.
Bruh, Analía loves trolls.
No!
She hates.
Why do you guys hate
gonna
comedy,
abort
huh? Why do you hate comedy?
It's not related to the video.
Why?
Analía will kill us.
She's-
If we send her this raw recording with no context, she's gonna fuck us up. I'm so sorry, Analía.
I like to imagine in the Magical Girl universe, we all form a team, and then as we're doing like some cool pose or whatever, Emily's just like, "Wow, we're just like the Trolls movies," and then at that moment, we all kill Magical Girl.
Yeah.
Bro, it's just like Alvin and the Chipmunks, guys.
This is exactly like Alvin and the We're so Alvin and the Chipmunks core, and Analía is Dave.
You can make your chipmunk Sona.
Next video idea: Chipmunk Sona. I make Simon, but I make him Simon Petrick.
Actually, the next one is gonna be a 3-hour Trolls franchise analysis,
including a heavily detailed rundown of the taxonomy of all the creatures that have been shown in the Trolls movies. You're welcome. I'm sorry, everyone.
Monotremes, but not confirmed because where's the milk?
Asexual reproduction.
Wait! I just realized something because I'm a stupid fucking dumbass. Oh my god, I forgot that platypuses sweat out their milk through armpits. They don't have nipples, which means that it is possible that they could be monotremes because monotremes do not need to have nipples to produce milk. We're getting somewhere.
Wait, this is the worst.
But the giraffe poops out cake
and fire to light the candle.
So where does that play
and the candles themselves? Yeah, which begs the interesting question: is this digestive waste? Or is this like a defense mechanism to distract?
Anyway,
similar to how
you can't cut this out.
Shut the fuck up! I'm not done. I'm not done. Like how lizards drop their tails. Are you guys happy? This is what you've done to me.
So let's record the outro right now. Thanks, guys, for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed. Whatever that was.
Can you make
sorry.
The outro just like Branch doing that like 10 times?
Could you? No.
Like while we're talking about it.
You can't do this to me.
Okay.
I'm ending it all.